What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Jay Blue the Gardener here. Show you the correct way to plant squash. So what we want to do is get you a soil or soilless medium. Don't matter. I got some cocoa. I mean, it's loose. It's very, it doesn't hold on to water, but it stays wet. On top of that, add a little bit of perlite in there. It'll help aerate the soil. So what we want to do first is we want to open up the pack of squash. Now keep in mind, this is how I do it, but it's also the correct way to do it. Because anytime you have a seedling or a seed, you want it to get off to a good start. What I use to get mine off to a good start is bone meal. Bone meal is loaded with, this particular brand has 4% nitrogen, the phosphorus is 12%, and the calcium is 12%. It doesn't have any potassium, but that's okay. We can always add that whenever the plant gets a little bigger. But right now in veg, we want these plants to get a nice root system, and we want them to take off real quick. So nitrogen being one of the key ingredients to get you some green leaves and keep your stuff growing tall. With the phosphorus, that's gonna help this plant fruit, and it's 12% of it in here. Remember, a squash seed is leaning more toward not acidity. It's kind of like in the middle. It's more alkaline. So you want to try to keep as much acid as you can out of your soil, so your plant can take up that phosphorus when it needs to. Without phosphorus, a plant can't go on the flower. But anyway, let's get into this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this seed. I'm gonna make a indentation with my finger here. Then I'll take a scoop. It has a teaspoon for the big one, and for the small one, it's 1/4 teaspoon. We want to use the 1/4 teaspoon. Scoop a little bit of this bone meal out and put this in the hole that we just made with a finger, like so. And what we want to do is we want to dump that around this hole. Remember, this plant has to develop a strong root system that has to do it fast, and it has to grow quick. You want to take the squash, you take the pointy side, put it down. As you can see right here. We don't want to bury it deep. Just not even pinky deep. Just make a little indentation and cover it back up. That's all you want to do. Cover it up. And this soil has already been watered, but I want to water around the outside of it to get the air pockets out. My particular water system is a filtered water system, reverse osmosis. So I'm gonna water it around the edges to get the air pockets out. Make sure the water running out the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna let that drain. The next thing I'm gonna do, since I'm growing inside, I'm in zone 8. That's in North Carolina. Well, my particular zone 8 is in North Carolina. next, get you a Ziploc bag. And by the way, these right here, these little seed starters, I got them off Amazon. You know, they go perfect with these bags. I think they're like maybe 4 inches tall and 3 inches wide. What you want to do, you don't want all the water to seep out. You want to, after you water it, you just want to let it drain to where it ain't drowning in the water. You see? We got a little bit of water dripping into the bottom there. What we want to do is we want to cover this up. Alright. When you're done, it should look like so. So we got the cocoa, we got the bone meal. That's 4% nitrogen, 12% phosphorus, and 12% calcium. Remember, it doesn't have any potassium in it right now, but that's okay. We can always add that later. And what you want to do is you can put this on top of your refrigerator, or if you have a heating mat, you can set it on that. And what this will do is you'll start to see dew forming at the top of this. You see a lot of dew forming at the top of this. That means it's humidity building up. You know, the key things to making a seed pop is you have to have water, air, and humidity, and warmth. 4 things. As long as you got all 4 of those things hitting this little seedling at the same time, this thing will pop within 3 days. Today is the 14th. I'll keep y'all updated to what's going on with this seedling here. I'm gonna get a tag and I'm gonna label it. I got 4 more to do. I'm gonna do them all the same way, and we're gonna check back in about 3 days and see what they're doing. Today is January 14th, 2021. 2020 to me. But we're gonna check back on this in about 3 days, so it'll be about the 17th, and we're gonna see what this look like. All right. Whenever this starts to mist over, I'll come back on and show y'all what I'm talking about with the humidity. You know, we'll do an update on that so you can see what to look for. But we should check back up on this in about 3 days, the 17th of this month, and we'll see what we got. All right, y'all. So like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.